Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Make sure that you use the chat. Tell us who you are, where you're from. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you have an opportunity to ask our founder, this way, right over here, Justin Bellababa, your questions, and he will give you all the answers right here live on Facebook. And of course, we always start with our corporate updates. And I want to tell you all, make sure that you are sharing this out. We're going to share some great news with you all today and kind of give you a sneak peek of what's to come. So you don't want to miss it. So make sure that you're getting everyone on this Facebook Live right now. Share it out, tag your team members, put in your group chats, tell everybody, hey, head on over here. We are going to show you a sneak peek into the future of Royaltie. So we're very excited about it. All right, so I want to start out with some of our corporate updates. We all know July 11th, Houston, Texas. We can't wait to see you. That is our next event, and we hope to see you all in person there. However, if we can't see you in person, of course, we will also be streaming this event. So you'll have an opportunity to join us virtually. In order to get a ticket to that event, just email support@royaltie.com. And the cost for customers and affiliates is just $19 right now. And the cost for your guest is $9. So that's early bird ticket pricing. Make sure that you are taking advantage of it, and you will have access to that great event. We also have an incredible promo happening right now, right? So let me tell you all about it. When you get your first, second, third, fourth, and fifth sale with us here at Royaltie, those initial 1 through 5 sales, you get $87 on the first sale, $87 on the second sale, $87 on the third sale, $87 on the fourth sale, $87 on the fifth sale. And this is on top of our comp plan. So make sure that you are sharing that with everyone. It's a great promo that we have right now. $87 for those first 5 initial sales. So make sure that everyone knows. I'm just going to say it again. 87 on the first sale, 87 on the second sale, 87 on the third sale, 87 on the fourth sale, 87 on the fifth sale. So we're super excited about it. Make sure that you're sharing that out. We also have had a few incredible wine and dine events so far, and we want to continue to expand them and give you an opportunity to invite your influencers. So right probably below this post here on Facebook, you can see the wine and dine schedule. We have the 28th for the US, the 14th for European wine and dine, that'll be in English, and then the 21st is Germany. We're going to post that as well. And you can see a link there in the post where you can begin to register your guests for that event. Make sure that you are inviting influencers only to those wine and dine events. Of course, Justin and I had a plan. We were going to travel, go see everybody in person, but we're going to bring it to you all virtually. So I'm excited about that. And they have been a huge success. People are doing great inviting their influencers to the wine and dine. So I know everybody's probably like, okay, Cheryl, what's Justin going to say today? But wait, there's more. So on over to you, Justin. Did I say everything?
I think that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Those were the main things. Yeah, so I just wanted to share something that it's future, but it's like near future. We've talked about the fact that the next big thing that we're working on is Teams, this Teams feature, right? And it's something that has been, I mean, it has existed in various forms for like 2 years now. But I think that finally, 2 things: we understand our value and our place in the world clearly enough to make a Teams feature that aligns with like what we do best. And I also think that, like, over the last couple of years, the world has changed a little bit, and it has. And I think people, just generally, people have caught up to the idea that online marketing is important, and it's not going away, and it's a necessity. And if I am, a team leader, I need to be thinking very carefully about how I am enabling success for the members of my team online. It's no longer sufficient as a team leader, or as the leaders of a company, to be only coaching on offline strategy. That's just it's not enough. You have to have an online strategy, and as a team leader, you need to not only have that work for you, but you need that same online strategy to work for all of the members of your team. So I think we were probably, I don't know, I think we were a little early 2 years ago, and I think we weren't super clear on exactly how to frame the whole thing. But now things have aligned really nicely, and I think that we are perfectly positioned for this. And I think that like the world is ready for for this feature that we've been excited about for a long time. So look, leading a team is really comes down to two concepts, right? Like, concept number one is duplication. How do I take my sales process or marketing process and my sales and marketing success and ensure that everybody on my team follows that proven process, right? Because if I can duplicate what I do, right, then that will give my teammates the best chance of having a similar level of success to mine. The second piece of it, and these are not like totally distinct concepts. They're closely related. Is retention, right? How do I most effectively retain my sales team, right? Like in every industry that employs independent sales professionals, whether it's fitness or beauty or real estate or insurance, doesn't matter. But especially in network marketing, retention is a huge problem. 75, 80, 85% of salespeople will churn, right? They will leave, they will quit a given opportunity every year. That's insanely high, by the way, like compared to other industries or other areas that have customers where you measure, or businesses that measure churn. Like, that's not normal, and we think we can play a big role in fixing that. So we are going to better enable the building of teams, team communication through an improved chat feature that we're going to show you later. We'll enable duplication like never before through a new content section that we're revamping, that will not only allow you as a team leader to share unlimited external files, scripts, PowerPoint presentations, videos, you name it, right? Like all the latest training materials, all the most important content that that your distributors, that your team members need to succeed. But in addition to that, right? Because that's like that exists. Like, the products like Dropbox exist. They're expensive, but it's not a new idea. In addition to that, our content section will also allow a team leader to share website templates, email campaigns, social marketing posts, all of that in one organized place with all the members of your team. Now, that is a new idea. And please, don't take my word for it. Go see if you can find another product that lets you share all of those different types of online marketing content in one place, with your team. I'll tell you this, I've never seen it. Like, yeah, there are some website builders that enable, like share codes and stuff like that, but I've never seen a email marketing platform that has the concept of teams. I've never seen a social media platform that has the concept of teams where you can share things. Never mind, most importantly, all of those pieces in one place, shared easily with your team in one organized way. So that's the new content section, and that's going to be huge for duplication. Most importantly, and I'm going to say that, most importantly, is analytics, right? So as an individual, I hope this week, but it's looking like it might be early next week. We're going to give you that visual representation of where are all my leads coming from, where am I getting my engagement on social media, my email, my blog, my retargeting. Like, we're going to give you a complete cross-platform visual representation of all of your online marketing activity. Again, that's a new thing, does not exist for an individual distributor. But what we're going to be kind of augmenting that with is this Teams capability. So beyond just, right, because it's not just this, it's awesome, right? But beyond just the individual being able to see their own analytics, very soon, like actually the first thing that we roll out in this team feature is going to be the most important thing. A team leader, you will be able to see all of the analytics for your entire team, right? And think about that. Like, what better way to predict your future sales than by seeing how many leads are being generated? You know, what better way to know what your team can improve on than to see how much social media posting is going on, or where your clicks are coming from, or how much email marketing is going on, right? But more important still than just being able to see your entire team is being able to see the individual members of your team, right? People who opt in to join your team, you will be able to see their marketing activity, right? Like, now think about that. You will actually be able to see in a totally automated way what the individual members of your team are doing from a marketing standpoint. That does not exist anywhere. Like, you will actually be able to see how many leads this team member's generating, or how much engagement they're getting on social media, whether they're posting on social media or not, right? Like, the classic problem with offline team stuff is people need to enter their own data, right? And people will generally, unfortunately, just kind of tell you what they think you want to hear, to their own detriment, right?
Mm-hmm.
In our system, there is no manual data entry. And because we are collecting all the data, there's only truthful activities being represented, right? Like, there is no way to game the data that is in the system, right? And that is great for everyone, right? That's great for you as a leader, but that's also really good for the distributor who's struggling, who thinks, well, geez, I better tell Cheryl that I've been on the phone all day, when that's not really true, right? As a leader, I want to know the truth. I want to know what's actually Cheryl, hasn't been on the phone, or hasn't been generating leads. That's super helpful for me as a leader, because I can say, hey, I see the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I see exactly why you're not generating the sales that you want to be generating. It's because you're not generating enough leads. So let's work on a strategy to fix that. Or I see that you're getting tons of leads, but you're not following up. So let's work on a different strategy to fix that. Like, you will be able to know the exact problem people are having and fix it before that person quits 4 weeks later. Like that. And that's the really powerful thing about marketing. Marketing, this is like, and this is going to sound crazy, but it's a bit like a time machine, okay? Before someone quits, 4 weeks before, on average, 4 weeks before someone quits, their marketing activity goes down. That's the first thing to fall off, as someone starts to lose their enthusiasm because they're not getting the success. Their marketing activity goes down. The lead generation goes down, the posting, the emailing, all that activity starts to go down. So what you'll be able to see, instead of that person calling you up and saying, hey, Cheryl, I just can't do this, I quit.
Mm-hmm.
4 weeks sooner, you will be able to see an early warning that person is at risk, that person is in trouble, and is going to quit probably 4 weeks from now if I don't act, if I don't help that person succeed. That is, to me, that is the most powerful tool that we can bring to this world of independent sales. And we've thought that for a long time, but now that we understand our place as a online marketing platform above all else, and we can bring this data in an automated way, and we can expose all of that data to team leaders, I think this is going to be like absolutely transformational for team leaders and for the members of their team, right? And truly, there's no better way to retain team members than to help them succeed. So we can take a quick look, right?
For sure.
Very quick.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, let me, one sec. Oh, no.
No, just changing the view.
Yeah, hold on. Let me hide me.
Okay. I hope you guys can still hear me. Oh, yep. That looks right. So I hope you guys can still see me and hear me. But what you will see in the upcoming new analytics section is not only will you have this flow chart that shows you where your leads are coming from and where your activity is coming from, or what types of interest building, kind of brand building activity you're engaged in. But if you can see this, I don't know if you can, but right underneath the analytics title, there, right there, yep, where Cheryl's cursor is, there's a drop-down menu. And you will be able to use that drop-down menu to go from your own personal stats to your overall team stats to the individual statistics and analytics of each member of your team that's opted into your team. So right now I'm looking at a guy named Frank Fennell's analytics, right? And I can now see exactly where his leads are coming from, what activity he's engaged in, and all of this is going to be visible to you in the next, I would say, 2 weeks. That's the current plan. And again, like we're releasing, and I think we can probably take off the share. So we're releasing this new feature in pieces, right? We're not going to just do like one big release. We're going to release it in chunks. But the first thing that we're going to do is, in my view, the most important of all, which is this new analytics section. I think there's no better tool for retaining your team members than what we're going to be providing here. So super exciting. I don't love to talk about future stuff, but I do want to talk about that because it's not that far away. It's like in the next, it'll be like in May for sure, right? It'll be probably in the next 2 weeks. That's the current timeline, because it's the concept of team already exists. Like you can actually build a team already. It's not super pretty, but you can do it. So for those of you that have teams, or if you want to give it a shot, you can go into your dashboard. It's called dashboard on the left side menu. You can try it. Like you don't have to wait for things to be perfect. You can start to build your team, explore that, and when this team analytics is ready, then you'll be able to use it right away. So anyway, I think that's awesome, and I wanted to just share that today. So with that all being said, what the plan is for May, and then into June, we're going to do the content section. We're going to do the chat. We're going to have a simpler team dashboard, team builder, all that stuff. That's the plan for the next 6-7 weeks. In addition to, of course, all of the tons and tons of little minor features that don't merit time here. Okay, questions? Great.
Thanks, Justin. Lots of excitement for the new team feature. Love some of the comments here. A lot of us, we say reach down to go up, but when you're reaching down into your organization, like Justin was saying, it's difficult. People don't want to tell you every single thing that's happening, but here now you can kind of pinpoint the issue and really help someone get back on their feet and stay engaged in the business that you're in. So great comments. Is Royaltie going to use this team for us affiliates along with us using it for our individual teams?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to emphasize this because for some reason this always needs to be said. This is not just for like your Royaltie business. Please use this for every other business that you are involved in. Please, this is not just a Royaltie thing. There's sometimes that comes up. Well, that always comes up. So I'm heading it off. Yeah, and you can, and you're able to join multiple teams, and if you have, if you're involved in 3 different businesses, then you can go from organization 1 and you have a team there, and organization 2 you have a team there. So it's extremely flexible, knowing that many of you have multiple, income streams on the go.
For sure, great addition. Thanks, Justin. Yep. Still just lots of comments on people who are very, very excited. Amazing. Amma says a little earlier she loves some of the great addition to the content in social marketing. Wanted to add that.
Cool. Yeah. Look, we're adding I think between 2,000 and 4,000 new pieces of content every week.
Yeah.
So that's never going to be done. Like we are continuing to build that, that giant library, and we'll also make it easier for you to search for things in the future as well.
Will this just be added to what we have, or an add-on, meaning like, I guess, additional cost?
No change in cost. Absolutely. No. We're going to do this include. I was going to say for free. It's not free, right? It's included.
Here, let me keep looking. Okay. That was the question about the team. I just saw one. Can we use this for another business?
I absolutely, yes. You definitely should use it for all of your teams.
Awesome. Anybody else? I think I answered the questions. There's just lots and lots of comments and excitement for the team's feature.
And this will also this is also going to support our influencer recruiting, right? Like, when I can tell you that this we spend a lot of time on this at our virtual wine and dine events, and it's something that really, really speaks to the needs of these leaders and influencers from other industries, other organizations, whatever. So this is going to augment our ability to attract influencers to use this tool with their primary business. Also, I can tell you that we've never had more interest from large resellers, like companies that want to use this internally, or resellers that want to that offer this externally. But the teams feature, again, this is not, yes, this is for the leader of the team, but imagine also this can be used by the organization itself, right? So if you are involved in a company, right, the company can benefit hugely from this, right? Being able, again, think about it, being able to make announcements with the chat feature, being able to, instead of sending out emails that not everyone, not 100% of people open their emails, obviously, right? Being able to use the chat to make announcements, being able to use the content section to share like the most up-to-date content in across all different platforms, templates, and of course the analytics, right? To actually know what types of marketing activities are going on, because these companies right now are blind. They are blind to, not, I don't mean that like they're not intentionally blind, but they have no idea what marketing activities their distributors are engaging in. And that means that they are not able to support those activities or know what's working and what's not, right? And share those best practices to be like, oh, I could, this is working extremely well. Let's share that best practice with other distributors of the team. So being able, it's not, so yes, this is for team leaders, but this is also for the organizations as well. And look, we have, some of the, we are meeting weekly with some of the largest network marketing companies in the world, like household names, and also smaller ones, right? We don't have to always swing for the fences, right? Like, there's thousands of smaller companies that would benefit from this.
For sure. Thanks, Justin. A possibility to schedule posts in the future. Yes.
In the future.
Lynn says, I think this is exciting because it has that feeling of helping the team instead of that feeling of prying into their business, which is completely different. And Lynn, I understand exactly what you're talking about. Sometimes when you're calling and you're, kind of digging, people feel like you're prying. Here, it's just kind of like, hey, you know exactly how to ask how you can help. So great addition. Thanks, Lenny. Nia, that's definitely a support thing. So email support@royaltie.com or contact support. They can get you straightened out. I don't know if Bill's saying CRM going to be up anytime soon.
Oh, upline?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. The old Upline app, we're bringing over the most important features. I can't say that it's not really a big priority right now, because the priority is to bring the chat and the content into the Royaltie app, and truly, like, we are going to get rid of the Upline app.
Adam says, do you have to accept cookies before to count as a website visitor?
No.
No,
it's a cookie. It's a disclosure, right? We disclose the fact that we use cookies. You don't have to accept them.
Yeah. And sometimes, like, the update in the retargeting section, depending on how many visitors that you get, it might not update in real time.
It definitely does not update in real time. It definitely doesn't. It think 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
And we're just pulling it straight from the Google counter.
Elizabeth, you can already have an appointment with the sales team. You can do that by going to the footer of your website and clicking on schedule a sales call. John, that's already a feature that we plan. We don't need to not to integrate. When we start seeing, I plan to use for multiple teams. I love it. When will we start seeing royalty in our team section? Royalty in our team section. I guess, like, royalty as a whole, using it, like the team section. I don't know.
I don't understand.
Dean, can you, I guess, can you elaborate? Yeah, what is the method for support and clients to get assistance? Log in to your account, and inside of your account, you can click on the champagne colored button, and there's a live chat right there, and you can chat with our support people who will help you out to Zoom or answer your question right away. And you can always email support@royaltie.com. Will this work for a real estate broker with many agents?
That's the point. Yeah. Real estate agents are our second largest customer group. So absolutely, this is for real estate agents, right? For a brokerage to be able to, to share, right? Like website templates, email campaigns, social media posts, and for the brokerage to be able to oversee the marketing efforts of their agents to help them be as successful as possible.
Andrea, the training recording from yesterday will be posted today for sure, and thank you. How can, in 3-click marketing, how can we change the type of content that is being sent to us daily?
You can update your keywords
in your website.
Yep. Yeah. So website, find the website, click edit, go to the gear icon at the top, which is next to the AI icon, and in the menu you have keywords. If you want to update your keywords, then the system will recommend content based on those keywords.
If we are already using the Teams feature, will it transfer to the new version?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to blow away your teams. Like, really, the cool thing is, because we spent like a long time building the team stuff that's already there, and we're able to reuse a lot, like not 100%, but like we're able to reuse like a lot of it. So if we were starting from scratch, this is a massive feature. Like, it's huge. This would take us 6 months, 7 months to build, as it did back in 2018. It took us like 6-7 months. But because we've done a lot of the heavy lifting, it's mainly front end kind of user interface changes, mainly, not entirely. For sure not. Like, there's still a bunch of new stuff we got to build, but that's why we're able to like compress a 7-month development cycle into more like 7 or 8 weeks.
There is still live Zoom. There is still Zoom.
Yep. Yeah.
Still just chat with them in the live chat.
Yeah.
can't solve the thing that's
Yeah, we've cut it down by about 50%, back to pre-pandemic levels. That's the goal, right? And I saw someone saying, "Oh, it takes 3 hours to get back." Yeah, if you send an email, like our service level commitment is 24 hours, which is normal. Like there is like that's normal, right? Like there's no marketing emergencies. 24 hours for like email support is like that's like a industry standard kind of a thing. The fact that we have live chat, which is pretty close to live, but like when we start at like 8 9 a.m., we have to catch up, right? Like there's a big bunch of stuff in the chat inbox, but by now, let's see. I'm actually going to tell you. Let's see where we are. Just hold on. I actually want to give you guys an accurate number here. Yeah, the live chat is low. Like we're talking to a bunch of people, but the oldest one in the inbox is 18 minutes.
Yeah.
So
use the live chat.
Yeah, use it. It's good. And if we need to do, if we want, like, if based on the live chat interaction, we want to do a Zoom, then we'll do the Zoom.
Do I have to set up a separate retargeting ad?
Yes.
Yep. Set it up. It's in
Click
your...
it. Click it. Click the retargeting ad and set it up.
Are you going to integrate with any other platforms anytime soon?
Probably not.
Question.
Like, and it's not, and I'll tell you why. We want, like, this is a all-in-one system. So if we have a choice between, like, investing our resources into an integration with something that we do, right, versus making that the thing that we do better, I'd rather put the resources into making the thing that we do better than spending time integrating with someone else's thing, which that we already do. We only about 13%. We surveyed this, and about 13% of our customers used like one other tool, right? So that what that means is 87% of our customers before they started with us used nothing, right? And the people the 13% that used something, they weren't using like 6 things. They were using generally one other tool. Like maybe you had a website, okay, or you had a email marketing tool, right? So there really is not a strong need to integrate with a million external products when our goal is to replace them, first of all. And second of all, it wouldn't benefit hardly anybody.
This is from Carl Scott. He's asking a question on behalf of Philip. Do we have a time frame on when we will be able to post the suggested articles without the lead magnet, or I guess putting the information in? I think we talked about that last
time. Which one?
You do your 3-click marketing without capturing the information. We talked about doing the 3-click marketing without capturing people's information.
Oh, yeah. We'll make that optional. As we do the social media integrations, we will give you the option of just posting and having your post go directly to the content as opposed to a lead capture form. You'll have that option. Okay, Nao wants to get down and dirty. All right, Nao is confused. He said, today you say 24 hours, but 2 weeks ago you said the response time is faster than Zoom live support. So nobody can say that I'm making stuff up. Let's go back 2 weeks ago and listen to the Facebook Live. Okay, Nao, good thing for you. I remember everything. Okay, that's just a freaky thing about me. So if you want to go back, what I said was our response time on average was 19 minutes. Okay, that we're actually getting better than that. Okay, however, our email service level agreement, like what we promise is a response within 24 hours. So both things are true, right? There are two ideas can exist at the same time. We have a guaranteed response time to emails of 24 hours, and our average response time is faster than ever at an average of 19 minutes. Okay, so let's hold two ideas in our head at the same time, and those are not mutually, those ideas are not mutually exclusive. But thanks for that.
Can landing pages be created with multiple email addresses and phone numbers? Can landing pages be created with multiple email addresses?
Oh, I see. It like yeah, no, not right now.
Well, that's just, awesome. The counter takes some time in your retargeting to show up. Can I turn off the 3-click marketing reminder to do 3-click marketing?
No. No.
Okay, I'm still a bit confused over retargeting and reaching 100 views. Is that 100 views of the associated landing page or website once we set up that ad?
Yes.
Yes.
So unique also, and not bot, right? So look, some of you will have, the same visitor coming back more than once, right? Also remember, right, we have Google indexing sites, right? So there's clicks from bots. We're not retargeting those bots. So yeah, we're filtering out the bots because that would just be a waste of, money, right? To advertise to a bot. I don't even know if that's possible. But we're filtering out the bots, and we have to filter, and it's only unique visitors.
Any plans to add a graphic editor so we can create our own images?
Oh, sorry. I do want to say about the retargeting thing. If you are, like wanting to get some more clicks, right? Please, you're part of a community here, right? Like, post your link, send it out to, email it out, text it out to your friends, right? Like, and I, what we're looking at is kind of automating that a little bit, so that, like, let's say you're at 80 clicks, right? Like 80 unique visitors. Man, I would really like to retarget those 80 people, but if I don't get to 100, then I'm not able to do that. So what we're looking at is, can we kind of like automate those like the missing clicks for you so that you can actually make use of those the retargeting to the 80 people that you actually want to reach, right? So we're looking at how to do that in a way that is like transparent and simple. But I think that that's probably going to be helpful to people who are starting and are going to have, like, initially are going to have kind of like a tough time. Maybe you don't have your social media audience built yet. Maybe you just don't have that audience to start. So we're going to look at ways that we can help get you over that 100 threshold so that you can still retarget to the 70 or 60 or 80 people that you want to reach. So that's just, it's a, we're learning quickly, and we're exploring some different ways to get you those supplemental visitors. So more to come on that.
Awesome. Is it normal for the retargeting ad to say not running? It's not.
Yeah, running. Don't worry about, like, we've got, like, it's not running, first of all, unless you've got to your 100. So that would be extremely normal. Otherwise, I would I wouldn't be too concerned about that. Like, if you are over your 100 and it says not running, then I'd like to know about it. But if you're not at your 100, there's nothing to worry about because it's not running.
Yeah. Jonathan, you could just email support@royaltie.com. Is there retention with support? Is
Is
there,
there, I'm sorry?
Katie says, is there retention with support?
Is there retention with support? I don't understand.
I'm not sure. Yes, yep. I created my retargeting ad a week before. How long does it take to activate the ad? The ad is active once you reach your 100 views. Thank you. Is there any, thank you for Mega's help with finding the icons. Since I cannot see them, is there any way you can make icons visible to the blind in their screen reader? Yes, Bill's having a hard time seeing the icon.
Yeah, I hear you, Bill. We're looking at that. We're exploring how to just what's involved to make it more, what is it, ADA, right? I think it's ADA, like ADA kind of friendly.
You said retargeting counts unique visitors. Is that each month, or if the same person visits the following month, does it count?
It's not a month, it's 30 days. I know that sounds like the same thing, but it's a rolling 30 days. Okay. So to keep your retargeting ad active, it's, you need to have 100 unique visitors in the preceding 30 days. So today, for example, we would be looking at the period from April 8th to May 7th, right? Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, it'll be from April 9th to May 8th, and so on, right? So it's a rolling 30 days. So inside that 30-day window, a unique visitor can't count more than once. But, like outside of that 30-day period, like if I visited you on April, 8th, right? And then then tomorrow I would be outside of your rolling 30 days. So if I come back, then I would count again. It's 100 unique visitors in a rolling 30-day period. We'll get the hang of this. Like I know that there's a lot of questions about this, but this will I know this will all come together soon.
Okay, so Peter says new customers need the choice of not having to wait 3 days to access the platform when they understand how 3-click marketing works. I don't know if they. Yeah. I'm not sure about the choice, but you could always talk to support, can't you? And
yeah, if you contact support and you say, I know everything there is to know about online marketing, I've watched all the videos, I understand 3-click marketing perfectly. We're not gonna yeah, sure, we'll turn it off. But we did this because we're thinking about the other 99% of people who were constantly telling us, I don't know where to start, I'm overwhelmed, and wouldn't they didn't understand kind of all the value that was included, like that was packed into the 3-click marketing process. So they would kind of not do that, and they would go straight to their website and tinker with it. Mm-hmm. That's like the big problem that we were looking to solve. Does our solution work for every single person? No. Right? Because there are going to be some rare exceptions, people who know everything there is to know about online marketing, who are in a massive hurry to get going, and fine.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're happy to accommodate that, 1% of people who are in that category. We're not trying to trip anybody up or slow anybody down. We just want the 99% of people who are new to online marketing to actually understand the components of 3-click marketing and why it all makes sense, build the habit. That's really the key to all of this.
Can I make a landing page for a business I don't own on my account? Sure.
I mean, look, I'm not telling you that you have the right to use other people's trademarks. I have no idea if you have the right to do that or not. I don't know if you have, if you're going to use the Coca-Cola logo, I certainly hope that you have their permission. That's not something that we're ever going to police, though, because we're providing a tool, and it's up to you to use the tool in compliance, whatever, with your industry regulations, federal, local laws, all that stuff, right? Like that's not our place in the world to police all of that, right? We're providing a tool for you to use correctly.
John said, when I said, will you be integrating with other platforms? I meant how you do Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, that makes total sense. Sorry, man. I thought you meant, are we going to integrate with like MailChimp or something like that? And I'm not saying we're never going to do that. Like, you know, I never say never. Like things change, and maybe in I don't know, some period of time we'll decide, oh, that does make sense for this because there's this new information that we don't have right now. Social media platforms, yes, yes. Facebook's first. Then we're gonna do probably LinkedIn, probably. But it'll be Twitter or LinkedIn, and then it'll be Instagram, and then don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get to like the lesser, ones.
My client tried to do a landing page for his friend's business. The email address he input said it was not valid. Email address he put in
To a landing page?
I don't.
That sounds like he made a mistake and maybe put a space somewhere or something.
This is to promote an event, to promote this tool. Yeah, I don't know why the email address input said it was not valid. I don't know.
It sounds like user error to me.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Unless someone doesn't enter a not even a valid email address, just an email address formatted properly, something at something dot something.
Can you make the gallery clickable images?
Not the yeah, I know what you yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's like just clickable images, like that's everywhere, not just the gallery, but the feature blocks, the large images, like all that stuff should have the option to add a redirect URL there. That's on the list.
What could the error of being unable to put the email address of the business in? Where are they putting the email address of the business in, Elizabeth? I don't understand that one.
Contact support.
Yeah. Is there a way to make your blog post go to a business page instead of a personal page? Yes, you can always grab the link to your social marketing post and post it wherever you'd like, as many places as you'd like. If you're on Facebook from your desktop, you could change top left-hand corner when you post to Facebook where you're posting it at.
Elizabeth, one thing I have seen is if sometimes some browsers, if you're pasting an email address, it pastes a space, like an invisible space at the end of the email address. So if that's what you were doing was pasting the email address, it's possible that your browser added a space afterwards, trying to be helpful. Just try typing it in, and then you won't have if that's the reason. I've seen that before.
Are they trying to share the landing page? Brett says sounds like he was trying to share the template. Just give the friend your web page URL. Maybe that was it. Like, are you trying to share the template with someone?
All right. Yeah. Contact support. Moving on.
It happens. Yep. Okay. Any other questions? What do the numbers on retargeting represent?
Unique website visitors in the preceding 30 days or less, if you just now this hasn't even been around for 30 days. So it's since you built your retargeting ad, connected it to a website, the number of unique visitors that count towards your 100. You need 100 minimum in 30 days for Google, not us. We don't care. Google needs 100 unique visitors to activate your website, or to activate your retargeting ad.
Yeah. Oh yes, with the counter. The counter still works when it says not running. It's working until. Yep, it's working until.
Yeah.
It's gonna work. Once it's hitting the 100, then it's going to run. You have to hit the target.
Look, until you get to 100, this is all irrelevant.
Yeah.
Focus on that. Like I would like to know, whether or not you've posted your landing page on social media, 5 or 10 times. Have you sent out an email campaign to your prospects, promoting your page? Have you sent it out to friends, family, prospects on SMS? Like, I'd love to see as much time being spent getting to the 100 and like promoting your business as worrying about an ad that's not going to run until you get to the 100.
Yeah. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and end it here. Okay. Good. Make sure. All right. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you guys all on Tuesday right here live on Facebook. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.